So today I was a bit into whether I should record this vlog or not. And it sounds like deja vu because I've said that with other vlogs as well. But then again, I just stand in awe regarding God's perfect timing. The topic I want to talk to you or just make you think about today is regarding faith. What is faith? And I think because we became friends with a pastor who taught us so much about faith and help us, go deeper and deeper every time, ever since last year, November. And our church theme for the year or vision or mission is great faith. So, you're confronted with your faith the whole time. And there's two sides regarding faith. It is the side, this video is weer 'n tongknoper. The theoretiese gedeelte, the by the book, the definition of what is faith. And then the practical side of how do you practice then the faith and the meaning of faith. And if you say you're a child of God and you believe in Him and you believe in His word, do you really practice what you preach to others or what you understand regarding it? So I've been trusting God to heal me completely, medically. And like in my previous vlog that I've shared, I've talked to you about the medical condition my body is in. And with almost everything from my neck right down to my knees and everything, the doctors, back fracture, hip, everything, the doctors just said, they can't do anything for me. The only thing a medical doctor can do for me, not that I don't believe that God can heal me, is the ablation that I have to go through. And I'll share about the procedure of an ablation closer to the date of the procedure. So every time when I think I'm going to have the ablation now, something happens. I should have had it, 4 years ago or less than 4 years ago. And every time something happens, whether it's my back fracture, whether it is ending up in hospital, whether it is finances or medical aid that wasn't, where there was issues. Every time something happens, and this time I felt like, I'm off the medication because there's one pill that I need to be off, I think for about 3 months. It needs to be totally out of your system so that when they do the ablation, that it can be effective. And we had to book a ticket, and the tickets are just so expensive. So the tickets that we could afford was like, it meant that, I have to leave my husband with my kids for 2 weeks, because after the ablation, the doctors want me to stay near the hospital for a week, because it's such a delicate procedure. You only sleep over in hospital for 1 night, but it's very delicate procedure, so that you're just close to the hospital if something happens, and they don't want me to fly back immediately as well. I think I don't know if it's the luchtdruk, I don't know the English word, forgot, altitude. So And we've waited to buy the ticket because we've trusted God for something specifically, and that is why I'll share this vlog a lot later, like 2 or 3 weeks later than from today's date. I think it's the 16th or 17th, it's Thursday, January. But God gave us a word a long time ago that we will go through difficult times, physically, medically, financially, emotionally. But every time He said that you are where you are because you're obedient, you are where you are because you trusted in me. And it's easy when you go to Hebrews 11 verse 1. I don't have my Bible right by my side, but the definition, or what Hebrews 11 verse 1 says about faith, is that faith is the substance for the things that we hope for, that we cannot see. And I might quote it a little bit wrongly, but yeah, the essence is there. And the best version to look for is the New King James Version. Now, when God, and as I said before, our life changed financially for the worse the day we said we're going to make decisions based on what God told us to do. And I've shared this before, that many people looked at us regarding certain decisions and they were like, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind? How does it make sense? But God doesn't always make sense in what He expects from you. And that is where you just need to hold onto His hand and just say, God, I entrust you with this. I don't know why. I don't know why I have to do this. It doesn't make sense. But I got word from you, whether it was from His word, the Bible, and that is the substance, or whether it is prophetic word that you've also received from someone or from God directly, and you've tested it and you've got confirmation and you have peace of mind when spending time with God regarding your decisions. and just to get to a place where even though it doesn't make sense, God is already there. He knows best. And the decisions that we had to make regarding, am I going to fly up? How long am I going to be there? And all of that was based on something that we trusted God for. Now, God said that we were going, as I said before, that we were going to go through difficult times. But He's going to amaze us. And the specific word He gave us of how He's going to amaze us was like, it was like, how is that even possible? And we trusted God for this specific thing to happen. And our trust is still there. But our timing isn't always God's timing. And I knew that I had to book a flight because the tickets are getting more expensive and more expensive. And if I don't go now, I have to go the night before the procedure or the day before the procedure. And I don't want to put myself through that stress of flying alone, which I'm not afraid of, but I'm not always looking, forward to flying by myself. and then get to the hospital, and just to get my mind right about everything. But we knew that we're gonna buy the ticket. I don't know if I'm gonna have a car that side. Obviously I'll give feedback after everything has after everything has happened. But I just trust God that He will provide, that He has already provided with friends, that even though I'm not going to be here at home for 2 weeks, that there's going to be friends and brothers and sisters in Christ that said, we will help. Just let us know how and when. And I have a husband that trusts God and is very capable. And I know that he will be strong enough, and that I should stop feeling guilty. So, but this morning I didn't feel up to it to do this vlog because I was without Bible over coffee session. I was at one time so emotional that I had to leave to the room, and I was just sobbing, in the bathroom, and I didn't say a word today at Bible over coffee because I just felt so emotional the whole time. But I also realized that today is the perfect time to share this and to share the verse in Hebrews, and what faith really is. Because you can't hope for things if you haven't received the word from God. I mean, we have dreams. That's why when we moved to the Western Cape, I told God, okay, you said that you're going to reroute us. There's this work opportunity to go to the Western Cape. But I don't have the peace, and I'm not happy about leaving my hometown and everything I know there and come here. So I asked God that day and that specific morning, God, if this is where we should be, then I trust in you to come today and give me peace. Even though I don't look forward to it, moving to the Western Cape, at least let me have the peace so that I know, okay, it's going to be a big move, it's not going to be easy, and it wasn't easy, but at least you give me the substance of you going in the right direction. And then once you do that, you can say, okay, so this is where I should go. So now I can hope for that you will provide, and I can trust you that you will provide for us to get to the Western Cape. And once we're there, that we will find the perfect place, and even the place we're staying in, when people hear how much we pay and what we have, and when they have a look at our view, they're like, wow, this is like so from God. So I just want to encourage you guys out there today. Previous vlog was, I fell down to the ground when I realized the physical state my body was in, all over. And today I felt overwhelmed, the emotional and spiritual state I was in. And even though I sit here with a smile, I just know that I will get through this, and that I will that everything will work out, and that He will provide, and everything will be okay, because He's already there. Tomorrow, in a week's time, in a month's time, in a year's time, decades. And try to make Hebrews 11:1 a verse that you really understand. I will share a link that give you more information about this specific verse, and about digging deeper into what faith really is. Because to understand it is so easy, but to practice it and to make it part of your life, your daily life, I think that is the biggest challenge. But I also believe that is where, and that is why God said, here's my hand. I'm already here. You just need to take it.